Hey, Mary Jo, how are you?
I'm good, Kristen. How are you today?
I'm great. Hey, I was just calling. I know that you guys were getting everything cleaned up Saturday after the fall party, and I was curious if you happened to see the big trophy that was downstairs.
Well, you stepped in there while I was there, and I can't remember if it was there then.
Yeah, I thought that I had saw it last night, but I'm not 100% sure. Did you happen to take pictures of the seats and like the chairs and stuff before everything got torn down?
Trisha sent me the picture.
Okay, so they were probably from a different, like probably earlier, not that day.
Not from Saturday, no, because we did everything Friday night.
Okay. All right.
Her picture was. I don't even think it. I think it was from near the table where the trophy was.
So Trisha took a picture Friday night so she was there working Friday night?
Yes, her and Rob were there.
So I feel like at this point, I need to set up some context. We have been looking diligently for the Protus Cup, and nothing has come up yet. But I feel like before we go further, in episode 1, we got a very short clip of a number of phone calls that were made, but I think we need to step back for just a moment and get you caught up, because there's a lot of context that you're missing. And I want to just go ahead and say this loud and clear for everyone to hear. There is, I don't know who did this. I can't even begin to guess who did it at this point. No one is guilty, but at the same time, too, nobody's innocent. So this has become extremely stressful because I want to know who has walked away with our cup. But at the same time, too, I also want to protect the innocent. So I think we would do well to start at the beginning. So let's go all the way back and get you caught up. In today's episode, hi, my name is Christian, and I am the youth director here at Gospel Fellowship. And as youth director, I do everything from, I oversee most everything from like kindergarten through high school. And my primary focus is particularly youth ministry. I love youth ministry. I've been doing youth ministry. I'm now in my 15th year, so a long time. And here at Gospel Fellowship, we have our model of student ministry. It's called Squad Wars. So it's our way of doing like a small group model where we split all of our students into small groups called squads. We first drafted everybody into their squads, and they got to name them. And each week they come back and they get points or earn points for different things, for showing up, bringing a Bible, bringing a friend, playing and competing in different games. Some of those games are athletic. Some of those games are more quiz, trivia type games, just all kinds of different stuff. And so the competition thing is pretty big, but it's a way for us to, get them into small groups. And then each week they discuss over about 20, 25 minutes, they get a set of questions that go with the lesson. So that's like the basis of what our youth ministry looks like. And so as they're doing this competition, a season is a semester. So we are in the midst of our first season because we just launched this in September. And at the end of that season, the squad that wins, we have 4. The one squad that wins of the 4 gets to have bragging rights over the Christmas break leading into the new year. And they also get to raise the Protus Cup, which is the central focus of this true crime podcast. The Protus Cup is this 2.5, 3 foot tall trophy that I made, and it's comprised of a couple different things. The bottom base is a Vera Wang silver plate. I didn't realize that until I started drilling a hole through the bottom of it to put it all together. And then 3 mixing bowls and this really fancy waste basket from Target. And I found all these things at Goodwill. And so that's how we put it together. But it's fastened all together, and it looks so cool. It's kind of got, if you haven't seen the picture, it's kind of got a Stanley Cup look to it, the way it's kind of layered and all that stuff. But yeah, and so it's new. And it sits on top of this black box, this base, that we eventually will put placards of the winning squads in all the players or members of that squad at the end of the season. And again, we're only just halfway through the first season, so it's all very, very new. But this thing sits on a table down in the area we call our fellowship hall. It's a basement-like area. It's a big open space, and it's a shared space. We share it with the kids club and Sunday school hour and all that stuff. And so it's not uncommon to see things kind of get moved around based on, who is using the space last. For the most part, most everybody kind of keeps their stuff in the same spots. And then when we have big events and stuff, everybody kind of puts their stuff in a closet or something somewhere. But we did have one of those big events, but it wasn't supposed to be in the building. So now you at least know the object that's missing and sort of its significant. Again, it's the Protus Cup. It's named after our former pastor in honor of his memory. He passed away last year, and oddly enough, his last name is Protus, which is Greek, which means first. So it was just super fitting that the cup would be named after him. So yeah, that's what's missing. But let me tell you how we got to this point. So we had a pretty big weekend. We had a number of things happening here at the church. One, Thursday nights are our youth group nights. And when I left Thursday night, we have a couple girls in our church. They're sisters. They are our custodians. They tend to stay after youth group on Thursday nights and finish cleaning downstairs. They kind of wait for the youth stuff to get over with. But when I left, as I typically do, I left Thursday night. Everything was in place. I kind of mind my P's and Q's and just make sure everything's put back where it needs to be, so I don't have any major work downstairs to do between Thursday night and Sunday morning for Sunday school. And so I left and it was there. And I also believe that Friday when I came into work, I noticed it when I walked downstairs. But Saturday was a pretty busy day at the church. First of all, Saturday morning we had a big work day. We typically have a couple a year. We have one right there at the beginning of fall and then one at the turn of spring. I normally would be here for that, but I wasn't that day. I had some other personal things to take care of. And so I wasn't here. So the work day went on. And then later that same night, we had our fall party, our annual fall party. And so it was pretty busy around here on Saturday. Fall party was great. It went from like 4 to 8. And of course, people were here until close to 9, getting cleaned up and stuff. And then Sunday morning. Sunday, like any typical Sunday, I'm typically one of the first people here. Me and our senior pastor we're carpooling at the moment, and he and I got here a little after 7. And my typical routine on Sundays is to get in my office and just kind of do little odd things here and there. I'll typically review my Sunday school material, kind of look at what my week looks like, try to map that out in my mind of what I'm going to be doing. And then reading little things, just, nothing heavy or hard, but, just do that until about 9:30. Our Sunday school starts a little after 9:30, sometime between there and, 9:45. So I head downstairs. And the first thing I notice as soon as I walk through the double doors there's no cup. It's gone. And it's odd. And at first I really was like, I tried not to get overly aggravated or upset or anything like that. I was like, okay, again, because this is a shared space, and things do find a way of kind of getting misplaced at times. So it's likely that this was just simply somebody was cleaning in there Saturday morning and may have put it away so as not to break it, or, so it wouldn't get, hurt or anything. So probably put it in the closet. Now I did find it odd that on that big table, everything else was still there. So the black box that it sits on, the Q&A box, we had this big wooden box that kids put questions in, so they have right on a slip, little sheet of paper, and they fold it up and put it in the box. All that stuff was there. The only thing missing was the trophy. So I'm going in and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh man, check this closet, that closet. No, it's not there. All right, check the furniture room. Okay, it's not there. Well, let me just check all these other classrooms. Check the nursery. It's got to be here somewhere. Surely somebody just didn't take and steal our trophy. Like, for what reason? No, couldn't find it. No idea. It's just gone. Everybody I'm asking says we haven't noticed or seen it there today. The lady who heads up our Sunday school department had been down there. She beat me down there that particular Sunday. She didn't notice it was there. Didn't notice anybody take it. And so now I am just kind of freaking out. Where is the trophy? So we're going full scale. We got to find this thing. Our season could be throttled. It could be anywhere. I mean, somebody could have grabbed it and taken it home as a joke. Somebody could have been in there and broken it and trying to hide it. I don't know. And so I'm determined to figure out what happened to the Protus Cup. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll figure it out together. All right, so let's get a phone number. So Mary Jo said that Trish had taken pictures the night before. Oh. So they could set back up for Sunday school. So let's try this. 6790. See if she answers.
Hello?
Hey, Trisha.
Hey.
Listen, your mom said that you took pictures the night before the fall party of the chairs and stuff. Did you happen to get a picture where the trophy was shown?
No, I took a picture of the chairs, how they were set up, but I didn't take a picture of the trophy. I just only took a picture of the chairs.
Okay. Do you remember seeing that trophy that was sitting on the table that night?
So I feel like I did see it.
Okay.
But now, you know how your mind plays tricks and you have no idea? I thought I saw it, but I don't also know that you could count on me as a witness to testify about that, you know?
Well, yeah. Right now, we're just trying to figure out who got eyes on it last, and we're kind of conflicted. I thought that I saw it at 8:30 Saturday night, but I could be mistaken. I feel like I would have noticed that because I noticed it first thing Sunday morning when I went downstairs. But some of the kids are saying that they saw it missing Saturday night. So I don't know. We're just trying to narrow down the time that it would have gone missing.
Let me double check with Bert because he was with me, and he was the one getting the chairs. I was in such a grouchy mood Friday night. Like, I was just stacking chairs, and I don't know if I noticed anything other than that.
Well, all right. Well, I guess thanks. I guess you're not a suspect anymore.
I appreciate that. I did when I was laughing so hard. Like, I know I didn't take it, so I was laughing really hard when, like, you were like, Trisha had pictures, and then the music in your podcast changed to like dun, 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 or something like that. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Well, I mean, honestly, when I called your mom, I wasn't even thinking about a podcast. After I made several phone calls, I was like, you know what? Let's just do a true crime podcast. You know, it's bound to shake somebody out of the trees, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm all in. I think I saw it Friday night when we were setting up, but I cannot be sure. So I'll ask Rob if he remembers seeing it.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right, no problem.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
So Trisha did get back with me, and she confirmed that her husband Bert, whose name is actually Rob, doesn't remember seeing the trophy Friday night either. I'm honestly not sure where to go from here. It seems like every time we get some sort of lead or some sort of next step, it just falls apart. So there's a couple of other things that we can look into, some other phone calls we could try to make. She did say in her text that she did see another couple there, but I'm going to leave them unnamed for now, but I'm going to try to touch point with them and see if maybe they know anything. So tune in next time to the next episode of Straight Up Missing, where we're going to continue to try to follow the leads and find the Protus Cup. Stay tuned.